Charm of the Big Blue, Part 1, A Sinking Feeling. Our story begins in the dark, an interrogation room, a dusty space the size of a closet. This is the type of dark room where mold thrives. Two men sit across from each other with a single string bulb hanging above a table lodged between them. Another man stands in the room's darkest corner. This hole in the wall exists within the FBI headquarters of Good County. The minuscule HQ was placed on the outskirts of Good County in Barrow, the wheelbarrow state, by a disinterested government. Barrow is like a second Florida and home to a new federal bureau, a scrappier, much smaller bureau of lesser agents placed in a corner to be forgotten. Sitting in the comfiest metal chair in this tiny mildew-packed room is one of the lesser investigators, Federal Agent Tony Bradford. He looks through a manila folder.
Bill. It would appear that Agent Crossan still puts his mail in the filing cabinet.
Across from Agent Bradford is not Bill, but Randy Oil, an electrolyte-addicted greaser. Randy is a popular drug dealer in the town of Smiles. Where the local pharmacy fails, he succeeds. Though nobody at the pharmacy calls people Daddy-O quite like he does.
You ain't got nothing in that file that proves I'm guilty, Daddy-O.
See? I told you he'd say it. The man in the darkest corner of the room is Bradford's mysterious partner. He leers at the leather-clad suspect with light blue sociopathic eyes. The room is devoid of sound, minus the buzz of a single bulb hanging on a string. The bulb hangs low, splashing light on faces and the table between them. The light reveals scratches and dents, remnants of past struggle.
My name is Federal Agent Tony Bradford. My partner is the other guy being silly in the corner. Eventually, he'll stop being rude and introduce himself.
Bradford, just focus on the suspect.
It's all about business with this guy. He can't have a little bit of fun.
Fun is when I get to play with my food.
You know he's talking about you, Randy. Very weird. Anywho, Randy, we would like to ask you a few questions about a recent drug situation. According to this file, Crossan orders a lot of Grubhub. Does he know his apartment has a kitchen?
I ain't saying nothing to the feds.
Agent Crossan spent $125 on Subway in May. He lives in a studio apartment. He just has to look to his right and, oh wow, a kitchen.
Focus, Bradford.
Maybe we can get some food? I always find it easier to interrogate when I have a full stomach.
I already ate.
How long ago? What did you have?
I want my lawyer here before I say another word.
Come on, you already told me that you ate.
Fine. 2 hours ago I had a Reuben and fries.
Do you think you could make room for more? Subway, perhaps? I'm at a Fed cred, so you or the silly guy moping in the corner will have to pay.
Is this a joke? You're wasting my time. I've got business appointments on the streets. Some very high-paying clients, such as...
Wait, stop talking. Your lawyer isn't here yet.
I just remembered something. I don't have a lawyer.
Ah, rats. I was hoping to speak to your attorney, mainly for legal advice. I'm currently involved in a case surrounding a situation with my rheumatoid arthritis.
I don't care.
Yep, it would seem a certain Burger King on Orange Street doesn't respect us rheumatoid havers enough.
I don't care, and I don't need a lawyer here to say that.
You seem hungry. We could get you a Big Mac. Don't even ask for a Whopper.
You heard Greasy. He had a Reuben sandwich and fries. That's a lot of red meat. Maybe he needs to poop.
Oh, do you need to poop, Randy? We have passable facilities. Hope you don't mind one ply.
No, I don't poop. That's for babies.
You don't poop?
I haven't pooped since diapers.
My God, your file says you're 23 and you haven't pooped since infancy? How are you still alive?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, you have to scrum out the food you eat every day. It's a natural process every living being takes part in to survive.
I'm not falling for your Fed tactics, Daddy-O.
No, I'm not good copping nor bad copping. You have to scrum out the Reuben before you explode.
Without warning, 23-year-old greaser Randy Oil explodes in a blast of blue liquid and undigested meats. Blue goop covers the agents from head to toe. The bulb on a string swings back and forth. The lighting turned a new shade of cobalt.
Holy guacamole! I was going to coach him on the fundamentals of toilet use.
That's your problem, Bradford. You think coaching can solve problems, but it's well known that coaches are the problem. That's why I never bothered coaching you on proper interrogation tactics. You should have rolled that greaseball down the gutter. You need to tear out that managerial parasite eating away at your mind.
This is so disgusting. I should have just stayed the owner of the best brewery in town, but oh no. I had to become an FBI agent as a side gig. I hope Agent Crossan paid these bills.
Now that Greasy is a stain, it seems we have a new number one suspect.
Who?
You'll find out tomorrow.
No, I won't. I have a thing tomorrow.
Then you'll find out when you start taking your job seriously.
I do take my job seriously. I own the best brewery in town. We get there through hard work. You know that and have yet to show up.
Bradford, shut up and wipe me off. I'm covered in blue.
Monday, June 24th, 2024. First day of the second week of the Rec Center basketball summer season. 5 a.m. It's dark. Outside is like my dreams, full of rain. Unlike my dreams, I remembered to wear pants. I'm sitting in my 2012 Hyundai Cilantro in the Good County Rec Center parking lot. I'm whispering to better reflect the tone of my thoughts. I'm thinking about love and how people can express their feelings without saying a thing. Unless it's an audio format like a podcast. Then you gotta say something. Love is like warm clothes straight out of a working dryer. I haven't felt that feeling in a long time. I still have yet to talk to my landlord about that dryer. My name is Coach P.I.C.S. That stands for Coach Private Investigator Charms Fiadelli. I'm a self-made detective, as well as a basketball coach for 7 to 12-year-olds. I run my detective agency out of the office at the rec center where I coach. This job would kill me if I didn't have love for the game, or love for collecting clues. There's that word, love. Maybe I do know the feeling. The smell of a freshly inflated ball. The squeak of the bench as my best players get up to play. The sweat flying into my eyes as I chase down a perp. I hardly get love from people. It's been 5 months since I failed my shot at love.
Sheila Grundle, will you take an old codger like me to the palm tree ball?
Aren't you like 60?
I'm actually 53. Does that matter? Aren't you 48?
Yeah, the thing is, I have to say no. I'm trying to enjoy my 40s while they last, and I don't want to start any age gap discourse. I have a reputation to upkeep.
Oh, gotcha. Office politics.
Catching feelings is like catching Goodfellas on television. You just have to stand in front of your hotel bed and watch it play out. Catching. Playing. What is this? Basketball? I've had a headache since our last game. We lost. 265 points to 2. I don't even know how we got that 2. My credibility is in the dunk tank. Like Roasty the Clown at the Rec Center Summer Smash. I haven't got a single fan in the world. It's not just my coaching career either. I got mysteries piling up here and there. I'm juggling clues and basketballs like Roasty's small partner, Flowers the Clown. It may sound as shallow as a dunk tank, but I love respect and credibility. They're like the bread and butter of both of my jobs. How am I supposed to eat toast without them? The big game is in 5 days. These kids aren't ready. I'm here early to drop a few sinkers and work through my feelings. Basketball fans will know what I mean. They say when you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life. They also say you shouldn't swim after eating. I don't know who's been coming up with the sayings, but I'll just say I've been stuck in a dunk tank, and it's like I just ate a big wreck burger with a side of wreck fries. Oh, but don't forget the rec center sauce. And definitely don't forget to subscribe to this podcast.
Within the bright and empty basketball court, Coach P.I.C.S tosses free throws in his solitude. It is now 7 a.m. The court's bleachers echo the sound of baskets. A whistle bounces off the coach's chest with each throw. Sweat stains the coach's gray tracksuit. Silver fox whiskers cover the coach's chin. Breaking through the air of mid-court magic is assistant coach Welma Static, charging through the side court double doors. Coach Static's muscles make a hard bed for the whistle to lie upon, like a baby metal bird, safe and sound in its nest. A pair of clear basketball goggles wrap around her wavy green hair. She's clearly the most fashionable of the two coaches.
Good morning, Coach. Another early marathon of solemn sinkers.
About 2 years ago, Coach P.I.C.S hired Welma Static to be his assistant. At the time, she was fresh from graduating with a master's in assistant coaching at Good County Community College. The coach was impressed by her B grade average and dunking prowess, which is matched by her ability to lift an ungodly amount of weights at the rec center gymnasium.
Oh, hey, Coach. I'm still trying to get last week's game off my mind. We almost had that one. If only the Cthulhu County Strange Men hadn't scored 265 points on us.
You should think about root beer instead. Then you could get a root beer from the vending machines. I thought about root beer my entire drive here, and look what I got.
Carbonation is a temporary solution. If I can't teach these kids how to dribble, how am I ever going to solve the case of Deborah Dubois? She's been missing for a week, and the Dubois Librarian Dynasty is starting to think I don't have the juice.
They got juice in the vending machines too, Coach. Lots of kinds.
I don't have $1, Coach.
It's $1.25, Coach. You'll need a quarter too.
It's been 2 years since we took over as coaches of the Good County Wise Guys. We thought the team could only get better, but they're more distracted than ever before. Remember the promise we made to the little ding-dongs?
I don't remember anything that happened from 2020 to 2022. You could ask me about the future. For lunch, I'll be having another root beer and a bag of chips.
We made a promise to dunk all distractions. Things like love can never get in the way of basketball.
Right. I remember going home and destroying my DVD copy of Love and Basketball.
Love is like traveling. It's got no place on the court.
What about love for the game? That can be on the court.
Love for the game is never not on the court. Love for people, well, they'll let you down.
I guess so. I only get let down by bad season finales. Also, when my cat poops on the carpet.
The basketball court is good for questions, not love. Even questions with answers that only serve as justification for prolonged self-pitying. Makes me feel great and terrible at the same time. It's like the Supreme Court. The highest court in the land attracts the lowest people.
Oh yeah, Coach. You have that coffee mug that says, I don't need therapy. I own a basketball.
Yep. You gotta respect novelty items that summarize a core principle of your coaching philosophy.
Now, you think you can move your solemn ruminations to the office? I gotta wax this bad boy before the juniors healing on it.
Coach Static holds up a bottle of Bayer Myers liquid Basket Boy wax sauce and an industrial-sized waxing toothbrush. Coach Static is enthusiastic about waxing the court. A simple lathering of wax will bring shine back to the court's floor. Coach P.I.C.S notes her enthusiasm, but doesn't return the feeling.
Shouldn't Bug be doing this? We need to focus on strategy.
That janitor is a lazy creep. Besides, I like making the court shine, and the wax fumes make my hair greener.
I'll leave you to it. I can sink paper baskets in my office. Try not to get too high off the wax fumes.
I'll try, though the fume high does give me a greater appreciation for Cocomelon.
Coach P.I.C.S drops his basketball and lets it bounce. He travels across the soon-to-be sheen court and exits through the double doors. On the other side of the gym's double doors and down the hall is the team's locker room, a forest of barren metal boxes painted with Wise Guys team colors. The locker room is barely used for its intended purpose. This is a rusty place for antics and pep talks. The coaches use the locker room's facilities for their own hygienic needs before any of the kids ever would. Amongst the dirty benches and awkward showers is Coach P.I.C.'s small walled-in office. Adjacent is his assistant's office. Currently outside of the office is P.I. Secretary Mona Deltona, a girl boss in a teal pantsuit. She has a frenzied look on her face, like she had been up all night, trying to make a tough decision. Coach P.I.C.S enters the locker room and stands against the wall across from Mona. He offers her a small open box.
Cigarette?
No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
If you quit smoking, you'll let the whole team down. Wise guys never quit.
You didn't let me finish. I'm trying to quit my job.
You're quitting your second job? That's great! You'll have more time to focus on whatever's happening in this locker room.
I'm referring to this job, the one I'm working for you. I need to tell you that I'm quitting it. And here's another thing. Those aren't cigarettes. You're holding a box of crayons.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe you mix them up with a box of cigarettes.
I mean, why are you quitting?
2 months and you haven't given me a single task listed in my job description. I stand around and watch children put gum on lockers. I'm supposed to be the private investigation secretary, not a babysitter.
That's a bummer. I could have sworn Welma put babysitting in the job description.
I'm moving on from this nasty locker room to greater things. I'm moving to the big city to become a big-time lawyer, and I'm not listing you as a contact on my application.
So you're just gonna travel into the big city and expect a slam dunk. You have to dribble along your way, or else you will commit a technical foul.
First, I'll move to the small city to get my law degree. Then, I'll move to the medium city and work up the ranks. I'll be cutthroat, and eventually, I'll be nice to people, all of whom work under me.
You should stay here. There's all types of ranks to climb, and you never have to be mean. Think of the people. Think of all the interesting conversations you've had with my clients. Think of the variety of shoe types you can only see in the world of basketball.
I didn't even have a phone to answer calls with. You keep the phone in your office so you could play app games.
I have high scores to upkeep, and how else am I supposed to pretend to drink a beer? We have tons of clues from solved and unsolved mysteries that need to be sorted.
Mostly unsolved mysteries.
So what? A few years back, the TV show Unsolved Mysteries had a prop auction. We had money to burn.
No serious investigation business would leave a human lung on their secretary's keyboard. It took a long time to get the bloodstains out.
A good secretary knows what to do with the lungs.
Well, a better PI would have respect for his clues. A better coach would give notes on what to do with the lungs.
Oh, sorry. We were out of baggies and notes. I'm even more sorry that the good county lung snatcher is still on the loose.
I quit. You'll find my whistle in the mail.
Fine, leave. You couldn't even dribble anyway.
Mona looks back at the coach to say one more takedown that will leave the coach up at night.
One day, you'll be so sick of trying to solve a case that you decide to take the brakes off a suspect's bicycle. They'll ride their Schwinn straight into the largest window of a municipal building. Their body will slam into the window like a bird, breaking every bone in their body. Nobody sees it happen, but eventually, a janitor finds your broken enemy and his even more broken bike. Oh, and by the way, I'm the biggest bicycle lawyer in town, defending this poor, broken bike boy against you. I'll be looking down on you as you're assigned 6 months of community service for your laziness. Bicycle law is a real thing. Adios, coach.
As former Secretary Mona Deltona steps out of the locker room, Coach P.I.C.S lights up a cyan-colored Crayola crayon. He sighs. He takes a drag. Cyan-colored smoke shoots from his mouth.
She was right about one thing. I don't smoke.
The coach takes another drag.
Wait a minute. She never said that I don't smoke.
The coach takes another drag.
Oh, the one thing she was right about is that this is a box of crayons.
The coach takes another drag.
Good thing I have an iron stomach.
The coach takes another drag.
Wait a minute. Smoking affects the lungs, not the stomach. Mona did say something about lungs.
Coach P.I.C.S drops the crayon and puts it out with his gray Jordans.
I've always wanted to do that. Hold the fort. Did I just say all of that out loud? Or did I just think it? I wish someone was here to tell me.
I'm here, Coach.
A small boy in basketball gear climbs out of a locker.
Forgetful Jimmy, the team's smallest player.
I am? How swell.
What were you doing in the locker, son?
I don't remember.
Well, Jim, did I say all of that about the crayon out loud, or did I just think it?
I don't remember.
Oh, forgetful Jimmy. You gotta start remembering to tell your parents to pick you up after practice.
But if I did remember to do that, everyone would stop calling me Forgetful Jimmy.
That's true. Better than being called Small as a Rat Jimmy or Locker Sleeper Jimmy.
That's right. Well, see ya.
Practice is soon, Forgetful Jimmy. Sleep in the locker for a bit more. I'm sure the ruckus will wake you up.
I can fit in lockers. How swell.
Never change, Jimbo.
Coach P.I.C.S leans back in his office chair with his feet propped up on his desk. The coach's morning of dunking continues as he tosses wadded up paper balls into a basket hanging above the office door. When Charm became coach of the Wise Guys, he had the small office refurbished. Not much changed, except he had the ceiling pushed up to 10 feet high, ensuring his paper ball basket would be regulation height. For every ball he puts in the basket, he takes a swig from his 96-ounce Stanley water bottle. It is now 10 a.m., and children ages 7 through 12 are rallying in the locker room for today's basketball practice. The coach listens to the rec center radio station, 68.9 The Good Tunes, on his Wi-Fi enabled Walkman.
Roxanne. All she wants to do is party all night.
For a small office space serving as both basketball playmaking zone and private investigation headquarters, the room is surprisingly spotless. Except for recently tossed piles of paper balls, nothing seems out of place. One thing the office has plenty of is a hardened yet inviting sheen. Around the room, fluorescent light bounces off a dirty floor. Posters inspiring team spirit and photos from past events fill the walls in a neat fashion. 2 desk cabinets sit behind the coach's desk. One is labeled plays, the other is labeled clues.
Coach.
9-year-old Toe Jam Pimpkins knocks over a pile of paper balls forming in the office doorway. A clean ball toss lands on Toe Jam's head. His face is as pale as a ghost. Toe Jam's small hand grips the doorframe.
Pimpkins, you're not looking so good. You sick?
Coach, it's the Powerade. Getting kids sick.
Powerade? But Powerade has a 100% success rate for generating clean, healthy power. Maybe you ate some bad meat from the rec cafe.
Without warning, a geyser of blue vomit shoots from Toe Jam Pimpkin's mouth. A burst of liquid violence paints the coach's office a new shade and knocks the coach out of his comfort zone. The 96-ounce Stanley Cup leaves a dent in the wall. Looking up from the dirty floor, Coach P.I.C.S watches a small waterfall form on his desk.
Mountain Berry Blast Blue! Dribble me sideways. It is the Powerade.
Toe Jam's tiny boy body falls onto the swampy floor. His body lands in the comfort of a squishy nest of blue paper balls. The coach pulls himself up. His gray has turned blue. The coach steps around the boy's unconscious body, carefully avoiding his small Smurf-like limbs. The coach steps into a locker room full of pale-looking children.
This is looking bad. I hope a team that gets sick together can stick together.
The coach exits through the double doors. He knows just the right underpaid custodian to clean up his office and the soon-to-be messy locker room.
What's going on in here? What happened to my team? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh wait, yeah, I just gotta clean it up.
End of part 1.
Hi, I'm Bill Byers, and I made a product called Byers Liquid Basket Boy Wax Sauce. My co-worker slash co-creator slash wife, Jill Myers, helped me invent the Byers Liquid Basket Boy Wax Sauce. I'm gonna also be 100% honest. Jill Myers isn't here because she ate Byers Liquid Basket Boy Wax Sauce. I'm gonna be 100% completely 100% honest with you. My product looks delicious. I don't blame Jill Myers for eating it while we were on vacation after we got into an argument and then she suddenly disappeared. That's why she disappeared. There's no other reason. Don't look into it. I'm just gonna be 100% completely 200, 500, and 600% honest with you. I'm a businessman. Businessmen do things. Oh, this is what you can do with your product. Oh, I mean my product. You can put my product on your basketball court. Oh, you're gonna make the floor shine. Oh, you can put it all over the place. Oh, you can put it on your walls. Oh, you can put it on the floor. Oh, you can put it in the store. Oh, but just don't let your wife eat it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't even know where she is, okay? A lot of guys are controlling. They want to know where their wives are. I don't know where she is. She's her own 100% independent woman. So she ate the goop. She disappeared. Nothing else. No way. Packed her bags. Maybe she even got inside of a bag. You know, who knows? Maybe she broke herself down a bit and put herself into a bag. I don't know how it works. Travel's getting expensive. We all gotta find a way. Maybe she hid herself in a trunk. Maybe she drove herself to the middle of the woods and hid herself. I don't know. Maybe she buried herself too. What's it to ya? I also have to tell you, you should purchase Bayer Myers Liquid Basket Boy Wax Sauce for your next basketball, bang, bong, boom, bam. Okay, this is the most honest I've ever been in my life. I saw my wife before she disappeared. I was the only person with her on that boat. We were at the middle of the sea. I have no clue how she disappeared. It doesn't matter. Please purchase my product. See you later.
Christian Pro.